Hi and welcome to my astrology channel. In this video, we're taking a look at planets in retrograde, what it means, how to navigate through, and how to best use them to your advantage. When a planet is in retrograde, it appears to move backward in its orbit. Of course, planets don't actually move backward, but they appear to do so from our perspective on Earth. This is because of the difference in speed between the Earth and the planet in question. When the faster-moving Earth passes the slower-moving planet, it creates the illusion of the planet moving backward. Each planet goes into retrograde at different intervals, with Mercury being the most frequent. Mercury stations retrograde 3 or 4 times a year for about 3 weeks each time, while the other planets such as Uranus, Neptune and Pluto stations retrograde about once a year for several months at a time. This backward motion is an illusion, but it has a profound impact on astrology and our lives. Retrograde planets can intensify the effects of the planet, making it more challenging to navigate that particular aspect of our lives. Retrograde periods are times of introspection and reflection, and they can offer us the opportunity to evaluate our lives and make changes. Retrograde planets can cause delays, miscommunications, and misunderstandings. They can also intensify our emotions and relationships. During retrograde periods, it is important to be patient, flexible, and open to change. Each planet has a different effect on our lives, and when it goes into retrograde, its impact is intensified. Let's take a look at the different planets in retrograde and their effects. Mercury. Mercury in retrograde is perhaps the most well-known and feared of all the retrogrades. This is because Mercury rules communication, technology, and travel. When it goes into retrograde, these areas of our lives can become disrupted, and miscommunications, delays, and misunderstandings happens more frequently. During Mercury retrograde, communications can be misinterpreted and technology can malfunction. Travel plans can also be delayed or cancelled. However, not all is lost during Mercury retrograde. This is a great time to reflect on our communication habits and improve them. It is also a perfect time to review and revise any documents or project you've been working on. Just be sure to double-check everything before finalizing. Venus. Venus is known as the planet of love and relationships, so it's no surprise that when it goes into retrograde, relationships can become affected. During Venus retrograde, old flames can resurface, and current relationships can hit a rough patch. It's important to be mindful on how you communicate with your partner during this time and to avoid making any major relationship decisions. On the plus side, Venus retrograde is a great time to reassess your personal values and what you want out of a relationship. It's a time to focus on self-love and self-care rather than seeking validation from others. Mars. Mars is the planet of action and energy, so when it goes into retrograde, we can feel a bit stuck in our tracks, causing delays and frustrations. During Mars retrograde, it can be challenging to move forward with projects or take action on goals. It's essential to be patient and avoid pushing too hard during this time. Instead, Mars retrograde is a great time to reevaluate your goals and strategies. It's a time to focus on inner work and personal growth, rather than external achievements. Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and growth, so when it goes into retrograde, it causes delays and setbacks, and we can feel a bit stagnant. During Jupiter retrograde, it can be challenging to find motivation or to see the bigger picture. It's important to avoid making any big decisions during this time and to take things slow. However, Jupiter retrograde is an excellent time to focus on self-improvement and personal growth. It's a time to reflect on your values and beliefs and to make any necessary changes. It is important to be patient and persistent during this period. It is also a great time to reflect on your goals and aspirations. Saturn. Saturn is known as the planet of discipline and structure. So when it goes into retrograde, things can feel a bit chaotic, which can intensify our need for order and control. During Saturn retrograde, it can be difficult to stick to routines or to feel motivated. It is essential to be patient and to focus on self-discipline during this time. Saturn retrograde is a great time to reassess your long-term goals and to make any necessary changes to achieve them. It is a time to focus on taking responsibility for your actions and to avoid blaming others for your circumstances. Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are the outer planets. They go in retrograde for several months at a time, and their retrograde periods have a more subtle impact on our lives. Uranus is the planet of change and innovation. Neptune is the planet of dreams and illusions, and Pluto is the planet of transformation and power. During their retrogrades, these planets can bring up deep-seated issues that require inner work and reflection. It's a time to focus on personal growth and to embrace change and transformation. Retrograde periods offer us the opportunity to slow down and reflect on our lives. They can be challenging, but they also offer us the chance to make changes and grow. Use retrograde periods to your advantage by taking the time to reflect on your life, make changes if necessary, and focus on self-care and self-love. Here are some tips that can help you to use retrograde periods to your advantage. Focus on introspection and reflection. Be patient and flexible. Focus on self-care and self-love. Reevaluate your goals and aspirations. Practice clear and effective communication. Be open to change and new opportunities. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this.